Hello and thank you for stopping by. Today's glam is going to be everyday errand running, glow glam, cover up all this crap on my face routine. So if you guys are interested, then please stay tuned. Hi guys, so to start, I'm just hydrating my face with the Clinique hydrating jelly. It's the serum, just like the lotion, but it's in a jelly form, and I really like this a lot better because it kind of just seeps into my skin and doesn't leave like an oily, greasy like look. And now I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Eyes Lips Face eyebrow and eyelash primer, and it's really good. But you do have to let it dry, or it's really just pointless if you're putting on. But it keeps my eyebrow hairs like tamed, and it makes them look more like hair, so it gives it more of a natural look if that's what I'm going for, you know, depending on the day. And then next, I am taking my IT Cosmetics. This is like holy grail, guys. Like, this is my favorite product right now to keep my face matte. It is the Bye Bye Pore Perfecting, I think, powder. But I put this down, I lay this down before my foundation, and it keeps me poreless and smooth. And I do have super oily skin, so it kind of keeps me dry for the most part. I learned this from Alyssa Forever. I'm sure you guys follow her. Everybody follows Alyssa Forever. Yeah, and be careful, guys. Like, I feel like I swallow it sometimes. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, then I'm just dusting it off with a big, like, fluffy brush. I think this is an Equate brush, like, from Walmart. I pick up random brushes, so don't mind me if I don't know all of the brushes, for sure. Now I'm taking my Makeup Revolution Illuminating Drops in Rose Gold and my Baby Skin by Maybelline, the primer. It's like a pore perfecting primer. Obviously, I'm obsessed with my pores, guys. Do not judge me. But I'm going to mix that together so that I have like a primer set down, and it's kind of illuminating, gives me that like glow from within. Everybody, you know, wants the glow. The glow is real, and a little of this goes a long way, guys, so you don't have to like pack it on, which I really appreciate about that. Next, I'm taking my L'Oreal True Match in 8 in Cappuccino and my Rimmel London. This Rimmel London foundation is amazing. It's in Deep Mocha. It's like a 24-hour wear foundation, but it's not like super crazy. It's, I want to say, light to medium coverage. You'll see I actually go over it more than once because I still kind of see a little spot here and there. But it's my favorite, guys. I love it. It's super not like heavy. It looks skin-like, and it gives me just enough warmth. Everyday amazingness. Then I think I am going to take my Artis foundation brush, and I'm obsessed with these brushes. I don't care that nobody uses brushes like this anymore. I love them. It's my favorite. I'm just going to buff that in. It gives me kind of like such a flawless finish. I'm like obsessed. Another holy grail. But yeah, that spot just doesn't want to hide. The spot on my cheek, it drives me absolutely crazy. It's okay though. So blend to your heart's content, obviously. Pause, take a look, you know. And then here, guys, I'm just going to go over it again because, like I said, this is a light to medium coverage type of foundation. So I really just kind of got to try my best to hide that little spot until I figure out what to do with it, because it's not moving off of my face like I usually can always get spots off of my face. But stay tuned. Give me some time, and then I'm going to take my beauty blender, and I'm going to go over that again, just so, again, it's skin-like and awesome, and blend it in, you know, just like security. And then next, I am taking my eyebrow pencil. Now, this is just a simple Wet n Wild, like dark brown eyebrow pencil that I like live by. I don't really use any of my other products for everyday eyebrows a lot just because I can use this for hair-like strokes. So makes it a lot more easy and simple. And, you know, do a little dance in the middle. You know how that goes, girl. If you're not dancing while you're doing your makeup, honey, I don't know what you're doing. bring it down, you know. Got to check it out, make sure they're looking like sisters, not twins, because I don't think they came out that way this time. And obviously, don't mind my frowning. I clearly messed up a little. I pressed too hard with the pencil. It's kind of like important that you do like soft strokes for the hair, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. Who knows? But brush it out, girl. Brush it out. And that's actually my Ardell brush. It's my Ardell brush that comes with the brow pomade. And it's like my holy grail. I use it for everything. You know, simple spoolie and highlighting like brush on the other end. Perfect. 2-in-1. I'm always there for twofers. And then if you guys want a full eyebrow tutorial, this is, again, everyday eyebrows, not really like going out eyebrows, because going out, I definitely do a little bit more of a bolder look. But you know how this goes. If you guys want either of them or both, I can definitely do a video. Just let me know in the comments below. Now I am taking my Bobbi Brown foundation stick, and the color will be listed in the bottom because I honestly can't, think of it, and it's not in front of me right now. But I obviously don't go too crazy on everyday highlight looks, just because I don't really like to look too bright under the eye if I'm not really trying to look like, too crazy with makeup. Like, I'm not looking like I have on too much. So this is just a simple little close to my skin colored concealer. That's not really a concealer, but it's a foundation that I use as a concealer, but it works. And this keeps its skin like it's a very smooth consistency. It's like my favorite concealer. It's amazing. Trust me, guys. Then I'm going to take my Artis brush. It's the concealer brush. Love those brushes, and I don't care. And I'm going to take my, what is that? I can't even think of the name. It's going to be in the description box, but it's my cream contour palette that is clearly almost gone. That's what I was showing you guys. And I'm going to take the darkest. I take the darkest and I take the middle, and I kind of mix them just so I can have a shadow and some warmth, because I kind of want my face to look a little bit more warm. The more chocolate, the better. Take it down the bridge of my nose, and I did it a little thick there, but I always fix it, so I never really care too much. I don't pay too much attention to that. I'm taking my Morphe MF or M something 17 brush. I'll leave it in the description as well. Well, I'm not really good with brushes, so maybe not, but I am just blending that out, making it smooth and not taking it too far down, because my face is kind of long and I don't want to elongate my face. But wake my eyes up a little, and then I'm going to go over top of that with a bit of a brighter concealer. It's the Maybelline Age Rewind in Tan. It's pretty bomb. And then I'm not going to do it immediately. I'm definitely going to let that dry. That was that hand gesture. That was me showing you guys that I am in the process of letting my concealer dry. Then I'm going to get back to that Bobbi Brown concealer on my nose, and I'm going to blend it out a little bit with my fingers. And I'm going to blend out that contour with my fingers as well. Bring my nose in a little bit. Bring my, Jew bump in. Then I am looking for something. We'll see whatever that is in a sec. There it is. Now, for my eyebrows, I usually use like sample mascaras, and I do that because when I use big normal brushes, I tend to mess up on them, but I just use this to define my brow hairs more, and make them look a little bit more like thick, so it gives the illusion of my eyebrow being thicker rather than just colored, if that makes sense. Then I tried to adjust it because I felt like that eyebrow was still a little too thin. I should have went back in, but I didn't. But whatever, sisters, not twins. And I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm going to blend out that contour. And that's the brush I used probably the day prior for foundation, so it has like foundation left over on it, so it'll blend it a little better. But if not, guys, I suggest you blend even more so you don't look crazy and drag queenish. I don't know what I'm dancing to. I'm sure it's awesome. Then I'm trying to dry it again. Then I go back in with that same Morphe brush, and I blend into my Heart is Content, just to give a little bit of brightness, like a tiny bit, like a awake. Then you got to make sure you get under that eye, girl. If not, you're going to have coon eyes and you're going to be looking crazy. Even if there's nothing on there, I have coon eyes. It's clean, but it's still coon eyes. So, blend, blend, blend. And now we're going to blend with that beauty blender because, of course, we need to be secure and make sure we have no lines of indentation or any marks or anything like that of concealer. And I'm going to go in with my I'm saying that wrong, my Laura Mercier powder in translucent, and I am going to tap it in. I'm not going to bake because this is an everyday look and I still want to look like it's skin and not too beat, if you know what I mean. But I'm taking that on an e.l.f. I think that's a blurring brush. I don't know. I can't with these brushes, guys. I'm sorry, I suck. And then I kind of take it all over my nose just because my T-zone really gets oily, but my nose for sure gets oily. So I kind of, pack it on there so it's good. Singing, girl, singing. And then I take my CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer in the darkest bronzer. I'm not sure what it is, but it'll be in the description box. And then I go over top of that Black Radiance. That's what the palette was, the Black Radiance contour. And I just set that. Don't go too crazy because we are going to go in with another bronzer later in the video. And I am blending for my life, honey. For my life, like for my soul. And I don't take it back into my hair, which I know a lot of people do, but I don't take it back into my hair because it kind of looks weird and then it makes my hair look dirty. I'm going to go in with that same Equate brush, that big fluffy brush, and I am going to make sure I'm blending everything out so that there are no lines or anything like that. Look at my little Harry Potter mark on my forehead. It's not going anywhere, guys. So if you see that, then, that's what it is. Don't ask me about it. Then I'm going to take my NYX illuminating stick. I will tell you the color in the description box because, of course, I don't know what it is. But this thing is amazing. It's super soft. Take my finger. Don't really need a brush. Just take my finger and pat that on there. And I don't like to OD on illuminator or highlight really ever. That's just not my look. I just want to look like I'm glowing, in a certain light, not in all light, It's supposed to like hit when it needs to hit, not just hit for no reason, if that makes sense. And I'm going to take my beauty blender and go over that. Then I'm going to go to the other side and do the same, of course. I have other illuminators that I use. Sometimes I use a powder, like a Milani one. That's my favorite. And sometimes I use that same Makeup Revolution illuminating, those drops. But for this, I'm just going to use this just because this kind of shears out really nicely. Put it on my nose. I look kind of like a glazed donut, but kind of not. And then, add it on your eyes so you can shine bright, girl. Look, what, girl? You see how I'm looking. Then I add it to the next eye just to brighten up my face and just it kind of makes it flow, I feel like. So then I'm going to go in with my 231s. These are my favorite Ardell eyelashes right now. Like, I wear them 24/7. 24/7. Then I was looking for my glue, but I found it. So back in with those. And then the biggest thing I can tell you guys about eyelash application, if you guys are wondering how to do that with strip lashes, let your glue dry. Like, let it get tacky or it's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a nightmare as you see me doing it now, but it's better because it's tacky. I don't think I let it dry long enough in this video, but for future purposes, guys, don't follow me. I am obviously a bad influence. Just make sure to let it dry. That's what I was trying to do. It seemed like it was way longer than I thought, I guess. But yeah, then I use my fingers. I don't really use tweezers. I don't really use much else. I just put it on there, tap it in. I feel like my fingers are small. That's why it works. I don't know. But this is the way I've been putting them on for years. So just tap it in there. And then the corner was not trying to lay down. I'm like, honey, don't upset me right now. But it was stressing me out. It was really stressing me. It was really stressing me out. But it finally got on. Like, it'll get there. So I'm just like, oh, geez, there we go. Oh, you heard me? Okay. Okay, girl. Don't hurt him, girl. Sis said, okay. Okay, so go in, do the same thing with the next eyelash. And honey, do you see the difference these eyelashes make? I'm giving like big eye realness right now. I'm giving pixie realness. I'm giving, honey, do you see the fan on my eye right now? Because watch out or I might blow you away. And that's usually the goal. Don't know for the rest of you guys, but that's pretty much my goal. But yeah, and then I let that eyelash dry a little more, and I went back in with my finger and tacked it down just to make sure it was there in the corner. The corner was probably my only problem. And then further along, like when I do this eyelash, you're going to notice that I am getting all watery-eyed, and that happens to me quite often. So don't be surprised, guys, if it happens to you. But keep going, rolling with the punches. And if you can, catch your tears with like a napkin or something. I don't know that that's a safe or a healthy thing to do, but it doesn't feel too good, but it gets the job done. I'm like, no pain, no gain. But yeah, and then this eyelash glue I'm using is definitely, it dries down clear. So don't worry about it looking blue for the most part. But yeah, that tear is coming and I'm just like, why? Why do you not like me today? Just, can we, for the sake of the video, can we at least just not cry today? I'm whipping my head back and forth and it is just not working. I'm like, please, please. Okay, there we go. Sucks. So then I got to go in with a napkin, tap off that tear. And I tried to tap it off quick enough so it wouldn't like run in my, but it was already stained. So I'm going to go back in with, I think, the Age Rewind concealer that I told you guys about and let that dry down again. And then I'm going to get back to this eyelash and make sure it is good. Make sure we are all down. And then in the meantime, while that dries down, I'm going to use my Estee Lauder Edit. I'm not sure. It'll be in the description, of course, but it's the bronzing powder. And I just like to bring color back to my face so I'm not just like, it's warming, and it's like, I don't know. It's like, what am I trying to say? It is, I just like what it does. It makes my face like rosy, I guess you would say, like flushed. Then I go in with, and right now I'm looking for that Morphe brush that I don't know what to tell you. Oh, found it. And I'm going to go back in and get that kind of blended in. And I try not to blend it all the way in just because I'm trying to cover that tear mark. So you're going to see like a little like line here and there. But when I put the Laura Mercier powder on it, it'll kind of melt into the rest of the skin. Then I go over my nose again because I just literally can't help it. But this is pretty much the end of the video, guys. This is me just touching up last minute, and I am done, honey.
Y'all ready for a real girl or what?